welcome to Expert Channel TV. As you know, over the last few days, we have been bringing you the top 20 shortlisters for the Golden Door Awards. Now, the Golden Door Awards are the first international Writers Award based on truth and integrity. And today with me, we have, as I said, one of the 20 shortlisters. So that's an amazing achievement in itself. So please, everybody, help me welcome Nasreen Variyawa. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Melanie. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And we really want to get to know you a bit better and get to know, to hear about the work you've submitted and the inspirations behind it. So first of all, who are you and what do you do? And I usually ask when you're not writing. In your case, I am not going to ask when you're not writing because that would be really hard.
Well, I think you've pretty much hit the nail on the head. Writing is what it's all about for me. I'm an author. I have a couple of published works of my own on Amazon.com. On Amazon.com. And then I'm also a ghostwriter, which means that I work with other authors in getting their books out, writing for them, editing for them, and then submitting it for publication. But more important than that, I'm an author coach, which means that if you'd like to write a book but don't know how to go about it, then I am the person you will turn to actually give you clarity on exactly what it is you'd like to write about, and then help you set your goals for writing, then help you write it, and eventually publish it. So that is what I do full time when I'm also not out on the road doing some motivational speaking and getting people, going on their writing careers. That's pretty much exactly what I do.
That's great. That's just such an interesting career. And I'm sure many people need your help. So now, speaking about writing, can you tell us a bit about the work you've submitted to the Golden Door Awards and all the inspirations behind it?
Yes, the award that I have been nominated for is for an essay that I have written. It's called Simply Unify and Diversify. And what I've done with that essay is that I've taken it down to the grassroots level with an existing problem, something that exists in communities over a long period of time and continues to exist, unfortunately. And that is the problem with cultural practices that actually people unintendedly practice cultural bias with. So what I've done is I've taken that problem and I've put it into a love story, okay? Because this is where hearts break. Either a man's heart breaks or a woman's heart breaks because of this problem, because cultural practices puts pressure on them to actually end their relationships before it's even reached the beginning of a marriage. And the reason that I chose this problem is because ever since I can remember, we've been exposed to this kind of problem in our communities. This kind of challenge continues to exist even today, and I continue to observe it, and my heart continues to break for those that are in it and those that go through it. So the story revolves around the actual scene where a man is breaking a woman's heart despite loving her, and the internal conversations that she is having with herself by using poetry to express that and to reflect her pain in poetry, in the story, and then her final realization that she has just been used for a relationship that the man had never intended to fulfill with marriage anyway, despite promising her that. And by doing that, I hope and I pray that we can get to grips with this kind of bias in our societies. Because if we tackle these challenges at grassroots level, then we can hope to look at a wider spectrum of a world in which perhaps discrimination will one day be done away with. If we can start that where we are now in our communities, in our homes, what we teach our children, what we tell them about cultural differences, how we educate them about there not being any barriers for that matter between cultural differences. Things like language and cultural practices are not reasons for us to build barriers between ourselves. They are more a reason to actually build bridges, to get to know one another, to mix and to create harmony in the world by doing that. We've got to start at grassroots level, and hopefully this kind of story and bringing it out will take it out there.
That is so beautiful. Such an inspiring story. Even using the grief and the pain that comes from situations like that, but turning it into something positive. And I love what you say, we should be teaching children, because that's when you're going to be able to really change the world, when they grow up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. What we feed them in the house, because we are their first teachers, what we feed them in the house, what messages we give to them determines their behavior in the future, determines the kind of decisions they make going forward, including that decision about whether or not to break someone's heart just because they come from the other side of the cultural divide.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is so important, and I'm so glad you're giving it a voice. So thank you for that. And now, as you say, you are part of the Golden Door Awards. We do have to wait till September 5th. There's going to be an award ceremony in Singapore, and that's where we will hear the names of the winners. But if you were to win one of the awards, what would that mean to you?
I think it would mean to me more what it would mean for all those people that have faced this situation and have risen from it, those that are facing the situation and must rise from it, and those that will face the situation in future and must rise in the future from that challenge. They must fight and they must rise from that challenge. To me, it is not so much the award that would mean so much to me as the coming out of of this problem from under the carpet, where it is swept and kept away. And it would mean more if this kind of problems and the solutions surrounding it come out of the carpet, are discussed openly, and people are educated about it. That would mean more to me than the actual award itself. And if that can happen, I'll consider myself rewarded for the effort in trying to build communities rather than break them apart.
Amazing. And I think you can already feel like you've accomplished so much, because looking at the top 20 shortlist, you are absolutely all outstanding people. So I think you're already winners just for being there in that 20 top shortlist.
On that note, I'd like to congratulate everybody who's made it to the shortlist. I can't wait to read your stories. I can't wait to see who wins. And I can't wait for whatever it is that you've brought to the fore for the world to actually come out there and for all of us to share it and celebrate one another through it.
Exactly, exactly. And over these weeks until September 5th, you're going to have a chance to get to know the top 20, to get to know all the participants, to get to know a bit more about the work, and even the judges. We are going to be talking to the judges and asking them what are they looking for in that winner. So Nasreen, thank you so much for sharing your time and a bit into the work you've done with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. The thanks is actually all mine.
It's been a pleasure. And everybody, thank you so much for joining us, for watching every one of our shows, for interacting, for leaving your insights and your questions below. Keep doing that. And remember, you can follow the whole series, the Golden Door Awards series, on all social media platforms. And let's just wish Nasreen all the best towards the award. And we will see you again very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.